Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with another layout. This was a page kit that I had put together to bring to the crop with me, but I didn't get to put the layout together. But now it gives me page kits to have in my craft room, and when I'm ready to put a page together, I have some page kits done. Now, these papers, I absolutely love them. They are from close to my heart, and I've had them forever in my craft room, so it was nice to be able to use them. Now, when I put the pictures down on the pattern paper to mat them, I put them on each side of the pattern paper with the intention that I was going to cut them, mat the photo. But once I cut it down, I was like, I kind of like the way it is, so I'm just going to mat it directly on the striped pattern paper and leave about an inch at the top and the bottom of that photo cluster. And that worked out really well. And that's kind of how my page, that's how I decided on the direction of the page. Was I put those photos on that pattern paper and I liked the way it was, so then I decided to go with it. I had this little piece of grid paper from some of our digital files, and I'm going to cut it down. It's about 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and I'm going to put the journaling right in the center of those two pictures. Now, I've mentioned so many times that when I put my page kits together, I have no idea what pictures I'm going to use, but then when I start putting the page together, it's like it was meant for those photos. Now, when I looked at this page kit, I just liked the colors, and I was kind of scrapping some photos from one of our vacations last summer, and I thought, well, I like the colors with that, so I just kind of put the pictures with this page kit. Now, when I started looking at the embellishments, it was like it was meant to be. One of the little wording said, "Be kind to each other," and that's what this whole layout is about. And it kind of went really well because this little restaurant that we spotted, we were going for a hike and we spotted this little restaurant, and it was a little mountain that we were going to go climb, and we saw this little restaurant on the way by, and it was just full of vehicles, like in the driveway, up beside the highway on one side and the other, and we're like, oh, that looks like it might be like some good food. And as we were climbing up the mountain, I was thinking of the medics that were in that area, and I said to my husband, let's buy the medics their supper tonight, and we'll bring them supper. So while we were on our hike, I called work and I asked, can I speak to the dispatcher for the South? And it happened to be my friend, and I said, oh, good. I said, can you get a hold of the medics in St. Andrews and ask them what they want to eat? So anyway, I heard her asking them on the radio, and they were like, oh, no, medic center, that's really nice, but that's okay. It's okay. We don't, they don't need to do that. So she came on the phone and told me, and I was like, no, give me the number at the base. I'm going to give them a call. So I called them up, and I'm like, you can't tell me you're not hungry. And he's like, no, but we just don't want you to do that. It's very nice. And I said, no, we want to. We really, really want to. We want to say thank you for, all that you do. And it's one little thing that we can do for you guys. So we got what they wanted, and they wanted some fish and chips. I guess that restaurant is known for their fish and chips. So we went to the restaurant. We ended up waiting. I think it was we were buying our supper too, but it was over an hour to get the food. But we got the food, and we drove to the station, and we brought them their food. And by the way, I had scallops, and they were amazing. It was really good. But let's talk a little bit more what I did for this layout. So then I, matted the photo with one of the pattern papers. Then I rematted it with that line pattern paper. There was two more pattern papers that was orange and brown. I cut one down to 4 by 10, and then the other one I cut it down 3 by 9, and it was just like a nice little, steps. And then I'm going to end up putting an embellishment cluster at the top left of the layout, and then one at the bottom right of the layout, and then one right underneath the journaling block. And I really didn't know what to title this page, but then when I looked at one of the stickers and it said, "Be kind to each other," and I was like, this is perfect. It's like I had planned this for this layout. So I ended up using quite a few of our digital prints. I used our viewfinders, the arrow, some labels, the grid paper for the journaling. I still have quite a few of the embellishments left, but that's okay. I am definitely, you'll be seeing these papers again, because as I'm doing Project 100, which is to put together 100 page kits, I'm definitely going to be reusing those scraps and making another layout. So probably next week, you'll see me making another page kit with those specific papers and maybe even some of those embellishments. And that's what's exciting about doing so many page kits and using scraps. Even scraps that I just finished making a layout with, I'm going to try and make some page kits right away so that they don't go into those plastic bags, and I make page kits right away. And another thing that really surprised me was how long it took me to put this layout together. Once I stopped the recording and was ready to upload the video to my computer, this meant this layout took me 15 minutes to put together, which to me is absolutely crazy when I used to spend hours and hours putting layouts together. Goes to show that putting these page kits together really works, and you end up, being able to do so many layouts. But that's it. That's going to complete this layout. But I would like to thank all my new patrons: Melissa Williams, Bronze, and Sharon Waitendorf, Gold. And I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. But that's it. I'm going to thank you so much for watching. Bye.